What's up? Welcome to Black Madonna HP's table etiquette. Let me get this together. I ain't never ready for YouTube. What's up, YouTube? It is Christmas. Hope that everybody is having a beautiful Christmas morning. A lot of us in the kitchen letting it cook, So, yeah, I want to hop on here real quick. Trying to see if I'm going to do an all sign or if I'm going to do a collective for YouTube. So, Um, I think I'm gonna do a collective. Uh, yeah, let's do a collective because a lot of times the energy, the energy be synchronistic for all sides anyway. So let's do a collective real quick. Beloved, tell me about what cards do I want to use? I'm gonna use these. Beloved, how is the collective person feeling about them today, please? On this Christmas holiday, how is the collective person feeling about them, please? How's the collective person feeling about them, please? Oh, you're on their mind, that's for sure. When I'm away from you, I can't get you off my mind. I spend time in deep thought about you. Uh, this person, you're heavy on their mind at this time, collective. I feel like whatever's been going on with this person and whatnot, um, sitting there, doing a lot of thinking, a lot of contemplating. Should I? Shouldn't I? What if? Those type of thoughts is running through their mind and whatnot. But you heavy on their mind at this time, collective. What else, beloved? What else for the collective energy? What else? You're everything I could ask for, but I feel like I'm disappointing you. It's easier to stay away. And you know what, collective? When they're talking about this disappointment and whatnot, I feel like they're disappointed in themselves as well. Because how would they know that you're disappointing them, right? They are disappointed in the way that they handled you, the way that they made you feel, all that type of stuff. So, yeah, this person's heavy in thought thinking about you, wanting you to know that you're everything they could ask for, but they feel like they keep disappointing you. So this is why they're keeping their distance at this time. It feels like, collective, to be honest with you, whoever this individual is, yeah, I feel like whoever this individual is, they are disappointed in themselves for the way they treat you or mishandled you. It says, I wish that you would keep certain people from around us. They are affecting our relationship. So there's definitely third party energies, whether these are people in your family, friends, something like that, that played a profound role. And in the way this person saw you, the way this person felt about you and whatnot. Whoever this individual is, man, while they're sitting there thinking about you and not wanting to reach out because they don't want to, keep disappointing you, they just feel like, collective, overall, yeah, there's been a lot of damage done in this relationship. Has so much damage been done in our relationship that it can't be fixed. I don't know what else to do. So when this person's coming through in this type of energy, collective, this person has been thinking heavily about this situation. Like, even though you guys are away from one another, you have been on this person's mind. It's the Christmas holiday, so you are definitely deep on this person's mind for the holidays. But I just feel like when they say that they're disappointing you, yeah, that's their primary reason for not coming in at this time. Because who want to keep feeling like they disappointing somebody? That's not a cool feeling, What else, beloved? Oh, two want to come out, okay? You are such an inspiration to me. You have taught me things that make me look at life differently. So you have been a person that has changed this person's worldview, their mindset regarding relationships, right? Their mindset regarding spirituality, their mindset regarding how they move as a spirit on the earth. I feel like whoever this person is, they needed a person like you to enter their life and change the dynamic of their life, because whatever path they were going down, I feel like they were going down the same damn road over and over again. You were sent like a catalyst to disrupt the pattern of whatever they were doing. And it may have took for them to lose you in order to appreciate you. But I feel like this person definitely had like some type of awakening, wake up call, something like that, because I don't feel like they're moving the same way they were moving and whatnot. Yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of things mentally. I don't need the extra stress in my life right now. So wherever they are, you're heavy on their mind, but they got a lot of stuff that's going on in their life, a lot of things that they've been dealing with. And this is also one of the reasons why they stand away. They want to say, collective, that they feel like they disappointing you, and this is why they stand away. But truth be told, they got a lot of shit going on, right? And I'm not saying that this is karmic shit, but for some reason this change has changed the dynamics of a lot of things that's going on in their life. Okay, how's this person feeling about the collective at this time? Let's go ahead and bring it out. How's this person? Hold on, you guys, let me put this do not disturb, because yeah, family bound to call at this hour. Beloved, how's this person feeling about the collective? You deleted me. They feel cut off, right? You went cold on this person. They don't like this shit. It makes them feel some type of way, right? For some of you guys, you blocked them because you was tired of playing games and whatnot. You felt like game time was over, right? Or it was game over for all the BS they were sending you through. But this person, I don't know if you blocked them on social media or you blocked them just on your phone, whatever. But this person has been trying to look at your socials, has been trying to get in contact with you, or been trying to call. But when they try or do, they get hit with this type of message, right? This wears and tears on this. Wears and tears on them. Real bad. Because if you look at this woman face, disappointed, right? And that's what they're talking about. I feel like I'm disappointing you. But now they're disappointed in themselves, right? They have this look of, damn, did I really, man, mess up with the collective? Hey, Kathleen. Let me get one more. Ooh, the tea is cold now. This is you walking away from them, right? There's nothing else left to say. You said all you could say, right? You probably, sent your final text. Some of you guys sent a final text, but some of you guys were just like, fuck it, I'm gone. 2 fingers to the sky, right? I'm tired of this. I don't know where she's headed. It don't look like it's a door over there. It look like it's a window, right? So maybe you got to see in your vision more clearly. You got to see in your journey more clearly, right? You didn't have to move too far because you had already been doing your healing work, right? But whoever this person is, they know right now you over it, right? No more drama in your life. Kind of like that Mary J. Blige song, no more pain, no more drama, all that type of stuff. Damn, this track, but I'm still ignoring them. Yeah, because some of them need to be ignored. But this person, they know they disappointed you like crazy. Let me get another one. What else is this person feeling for this holiday season? What else is this person feeling? In their head, overthinking, stressed out, spinning scenarios. So this person is now in that dark night of the soul. Where is it at? When I'm away from you, I can't get you off my mind. I spend time in deep thought thinking about you. And this is like that real ass energy that they're feeling. This is the moment of impact, right? This is the moment where everything changes, right? Because now it's no more, game plan. Now reality sets in, truth sets in. And now this person knows that the tea is cold, right? So now they spinning scenarios in their head. Maybe the collective got somebody else. Maybe the collective don't love me no more. Maybe this, maybe that. But they mad. They upset. They angry. Look at her face now. Angry. See, before they were just kind of disappointed, whatever, right? But as time has progressed and as they sit there on this particular holiday, they're kind of upset, right? Collective really fucking cut me off. This hurts, right? I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to sit here and keep thinking about the collective. I shouldn't have did that. I was wrong, so on and so forth, right? But I'm trying to figure out if they're more mad at you or they're more mad at themselves for what they put you through. All of this could have been easily avoided. Now that they're spending a lot of time and deep thought about you and whatnot, can't get you out of their head. Now it's like a reflection period, reflecting on their actions and behavior. Just think about it. When you have done something, right, or you've affected someone's life and you got to sit down, right? You got to sit down in silence, quiet, because a lot of them are alone tonight. A lot of them not somewhere with somebody, right? This is the energy. You got to sit in that. You got to sit in that guilt, right? And think about your actions and your behavior. And this is exactly what this person is doing at this time. Sitting there thinking about their actions, their behavior, and how they disappointed you in this connection. It could have been so much better. Could have been so much better. But this person wanted to play the games they played. Look, they feeling it, collective. Whatever you've been doing, left on red. If they were mature enough, that part, right? But ignored. Message seen, no response. That's how they feel. They feel like you ignoring them. Like, what happened? What happened with the collective? I remember there was a time where the collective will jump if I said jump. If I said jump, collective will say how high. Now the collective don't even talk to me. They don't read my text messages. They ain't reaching out. They ain't chasing me. They're not calling me. That's their energy. They hate it. They hate that you are ignoring them. They hate that you have deleted them really out of your life. When it says user not found, you know where to be found in this season, right? They never thought they would see the day. What you say, Ray? I said, I never thought I'll see the day that old Ray Gibson give up hope, right? So this person might be feeling hopeless and whatnot, but they don't like this energy at all. While they sitting there mad, they don't like the energy. They know they did it to themselves though. What else, beloved? What else? What else? She always ignored me when I did give affection. Now she's desperate. Ain't that something? It's funny how that happens though. Sometimes it got to happen that way for people to wake up. What else, love? What else does the collective need to know? Should have been done. Dragging on, already over it, denial. This person mad as hell. You know, when this card comes out, this tells me that they wish that they got one up on you again, right? Like, damn, how did I let the collective walk away from me, make me feel this way about them? I should have been done with their ass. I should have been cut them off. I should have, right? All these shoulda, woulda, couldas. But either way, the person got to sit in it because time is going by and time is going by fast. And this person, man, it hurts them. It hurts their ego. It hurts their pride. But most of all, they can't help but to be mad about it. They can't help but to be mad about it. Like, what if I would have just left the collective alone, cut them off for good, like they're doing me? They thought, I don't know, collective. Maybe they really did think this was some type of game, right? What else? What else does this person want the collective to know? How many times? Back and forth, emotional yo-yo, on and off, confusion. How many times, collective, did you guys go back and forth in this connection, right? This person thought it was just another day, right? Just another day in our situationship. They'll be back, right? Whatever. But they didn't realize them shoes that you left at the door, you was good. You don't want this person no more. You like, forget them shoes, forget that suitcase, forget everything. I am done with this damn connection, right? Because it took for you to mature, right? It took for you to grow up and grow back, get back into your power that this person had taken from you. But now that you got that power back, person don't like that shit. What else? Oh my goodness, no. Yeah, you can. You can send it to BMHP. I said BMHP, Black Madonna HP, for Cash App. But yeah, you're their drug now, craving. And then when they say craving, when I'm away from you, I can't get you off my mind. I spend time in deep thought about you. And the more they think about you, the more that they're craving you and whatnot, right? And it says highs and crashes, emotional addiction. You know this place of space where you've been in? Look though, over there. Some of them might feel like you got somebody new that you're passionate about or something like that. Some of them feel like this is the reason why you left them out in the cold, why you're not dealing with them, why you're not calling them, why you're not running behind them. But the truth of the matter is the collective finally chose themselves. It wasn't about another person. It's like, no, I got time today to choose myself. I got time today. I got time. And that's what you did. How's the collective feeling about this person? Let's see where your energy is. Can you speak on the gang stalking and why they target chosen ones? Perps don't even know they're perps. You know what? it depends on your mindset on it, right? If you have the mindset of having a like victim mentality, you would feel that way. But a lot of us was used as catalysts in these people's lives. They were our assignment so that we can awaken them. Because you see how this person is now in their head. It seems like this person with all these cards is going through like some type of dark night of the soul, some type of transition, some type of awakening. So a lot of us was used as catalysts for these people, not necessarily with the negative connotation of, oh, you know, this person did me wrong, so on and so forth. You grew from this connection. This person is growing now from this connection, but it was really your assignment for that season. It's all about assignment. You were assigned to this person, right? Some of you guys, you know, you went down the twin flame journey just to realize that your twin was kind of, you know, all over the place, you know? So maybe your twin right now is awakening, but a lot of us, right, that went through these type of scenarios with these people, we were assigned to these people so they could awaken, so they could get to this very moment here where they are sitting there in their dark night of the soul energy and having to do the work, you know? So yeah, whole town's your own people with all of the Babylon money and power, and I'm breathing. I didn't have to sell my soul like they did. Wow. Beloved, how's the collective feeling about this person, please? Oh my goodness. How's the collective feeling about this person? Truth hurts. Reality check. Wake up call. Clear eyes. It hurted like hell, but you finally know the truth, right? How long did you honestly just want to know the truth about this person, this situation, right? It was like the moment you got clarity was the moment that you became free from the grip, the hold that this person had on you. Yeah, it hurted, but you needed to know the truth, right? You may have held on for this person sometime, but eventually you had to let go. And if you look at her, she crying like crazy because it was true love, right? She really loved this person. You know, for some of you guys, you may have been mad enough to, you know, throw something or, you know, but you had to go through this because you needed to know the truth. It was no more illusions, right? No more masking, no more whatever. It was time you knew the truth. It was divine timing. Because if you would have known the truth sooner, you wouldn't been able to handle it. I'm just gonna be honest, because that's how much you love that person, right? So this truth came in divine timing, and yes, it broke your heart. For a lot of you guys, you are still hurt over it, but at least now you have clarity. That clarity that you asked for, that clarity that you wanted, you have it now. It took a while, took a long time, right? But yeah, it finally came through. What else, beloved? It's okay. It's okay, y'all stalking. Y'all ain't gonna admit it. The collective's not gonna admit it, but you still keep tabs on this person. You still want to know what's going on with them, right? It's that still being connected to this person emotionally, right? The intensity has passed, right? The passion has passed. It's not like you guys are just, oh, I'm so in love with them and I'm in my dark night of the soul and all of that. No, you guys just kind of, you know, want to know what's going on with them, kind of know if they thinking about you, if they moved on or whatever piques your curiosity, right? So you guys are a little stalkers and still watching them. You know, you guys watching tarot, that counts as stalking too. So it's okay, right? You still just want to know what's going on with this person. Give me one more for how the collective feels about this person. One more, beloved. Do I do the zodiac horoscopes all the time? Rehearsing the past, mental scripts, guilt, self-blame. You know what? This is part of your healing journey, right? This is rehearsing of the past. I feel like this is what is bringing you some form of clarity, right? Because it's like, okay, now that it's over, right? Now that we are fully done, we're separated, whatever. Some of you guys are separated, but some of you guys are fully done. You can now look back, right, at everything that you accepted, everything you went through with this person and learn from your mistakes, right? Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, if you were the person you are today, you would have been walked away from this person. But it took for you to learn all the lessons, right, that you needed to learn in this relationship for you to build up the strength to walk away from this person, right? A lot of you guys are finally seeing the situation and yourself in the situation clearly for once, right? This was you at one point in the relationship, you know, lack of confidence, very emotional, very grim. What else? I'm sorry, but almost desperate to have this person in your life. But look at you now, right? You got your life back, right? You are able to see your past self clearly and understand why you had to go through that, right? So I feel like now that you're looking back, you're able to look at the mirror reflection of yourself, of who you were then compared to who you are now, and how have you grown and what you went through in order to get to where you are today. So I know it was tough for you. I know it hurted like hell, but you are healing, collective. You are in a new space. You can really tap into my page from here. I forget. I don't get on other people lives on YouTube like that, but you could definitely. They're all on my page. And then you have cycle repeat, same drama, different day, stuck in a loop. Still carry this person with you. You hate to admit it, right? You're healing. You're getting to a better space, but you can't help but to carry this person with you in your heart space and your mind, right? Because this was to you, this was a person that you loved. This was a significant person in your life. Like when you look back over past loves in your life, it's like X, Y, and then it's this person, right? Z. So it's okay, collective. Don't be hard on yourself, because I feel like some of you guys need to practice self-compassion. Some of you guys are way too hard on yourself regarding what you went through and this connection and whatnot. You're welcome, beloved. Yeah. And you did. You gave this person your all. Overgiven, drain, love, unreturned. So a lot of you guys are still sitting there in this energy of, man, I poured all that time, energy, effort into that person, and this is the end result. Yes, it really is. Because whatever this energy was, you had to go through this to learn your lesson, collective. This, like I said, you and this person were under assignment, whether you know it or not. Because if this breaking of your patterns, right? Because I'm sorry, when you came in this relationship with this person, you were going through a pattern of cycles that you had been through with other people. It was time, you know, God in his grace, you know, it was like mercy to break this pattern, to break this cycle, right? And whatever this person was doing, you came through and broke their cycle too. Only their cycle didn't get broken until the end. Like where they are now is probably where you was when you first, like, you know, got your heart broke by them or something, right? But it was a breaking for both of you, right? So yeah, give me one more. Give me one more. I cannot love someone else. It's hard to love. There you go. Finally, the sun comes out after the storm. You deserve better. Now you know your self-worth, right? Now you are empowered to live a better life and to make better choices and decisions, especially when it comes to partners, right? You know what to watch out for, what to look for, because I feel like none of you guys are going to allow this energy again. You'll be damned if you get gaslit by another person. So yeah, you know now that you deserve better. And you may not be in contact with this person, right? Because whatever happened, this is the energy. And you think that it's just you or it's this person. No, this electric field that's here, this is a spiritual blockage. No one can get through here. It's like I'll say like heaven and hell. Once you're on this side you can't get through. You know, so it's more of a divine blockage. Okay, it's not just you or them. No one can get through that blockage, because it's time for you, beloved, to live, to be free, to come out from that dark place that you were under and realize and really understand your self-worth, your self-value. You understand what I'm saying? For you to go ahead and went through all of these different stages and you came out like this, it's a beautiful thing. You're finally free, and you're finally accepting whatever the divine, whatever God brings to you, right? You're no longer in that funk, in that space where you are trying to be in control of your life. You are in full surrender into the divine and whatever God has for you in life. You understand what I'm saying? This is where you needed to be, in a place where you are not trying to control, but that you are fully open to whatever life has for you, right? Without trying to control the narrative. Because a lot of the suffering was you guys trying to control, right? You and your person. Look at all those messages, all those love letters, all whatever that you would send this person. This person, let me be honest with you. The person kind of looked at it like emotional manipulation, right? Try to manipulate me into a relationship. You trying to do X, Y, Z to me. This person, even though they enjoyed it, because you got to think, to have somebody love you and you care for them, right? You may not be fully there where they are, but to have someone love you, that was a gift to this person. That was like energy that kept feeding their soul, knowing that they had someone that loved them. You got to think, at the end of the day, it's powerful, a powerful thought to know that there's somebody out there in the world that actually loves you. They want you isolated with no empathy. They try to life insurance me. Wow, did they? That's unfortunate. What else does the collective need to know, beloved, about this person at this time? What else? Page of Flames. New hustles, curiosity, and creativity budding. They're starting over from the bottom. They are just beginning their spiritual journey, right? They are just beginning to learn the spiritual implications that they didn't know when they were with you. See everything, when God say everything works out for the good, that's why it's a no contact zone right now, because this person needs to do their work. They're just beginning their journey. You've already went through it. This is how you got to this place of self-love and self-worth. Do you want this person to break no contact and come back to you still a broken person, still a broken individual, right? And you over here, your worth and you practice this self-love, and this person still don't love themselves. All they're gonna do is break you again because they still don't love themselves. And you want the cycle to repeat, because this was your card, remember? You want the cycle to repeat, but beloved's like, no, this person's just beginning their spiritual journey. It's gonna be a while. For some of you guys that's waiting for this person, it's going to be a while before this person comes back around, because they're just beginning their spiritual journey. Okay? What else, beloved? What does the collective need to know about this person? Yeah, this person was an absolute douchebag, a hoe, a player, right? This person thought all the girls, all the guys wanted them. They could have whoever they wanted, and it was okay to play with people's hearts. Right? They did it for years without consequence. It was part of an everyday life, an everyday cycle. You were just another, wow, I was going to say you was just another victim, but you weren't. You were a victor and not a victim. But that's what they thought initially. They thought you was just going to be another one of their, rosters, someone on their roster. But yeah, this person, they weren't ready for a relationship when they met you. Hands down, they weren't. They were out here doing what they do, like thinking they are God's gift to a woman or God's gift to a man. Yeah, but you came and shined some light on whatever this person was in the darkness about, right? They needed light. This is why I said that you were a catalyst for them and they were a catalyst for you. You wouldn't know this because they're not over there showing you. They're not talking to you about their experiences and what they're going through and how it changed their life. But please believe you had a profound impact. None of this was all in vain. I feel like this is what the collective needs to know. None of this was in vain. Whatever you guys experienced, whatever you guys went through, it wasn't in vain, because now they're having their opportunity to grow spiritually as well. See, we think on a human level, but God, the divine, think on a whole different level than we can even imagine. So it was in the plans for not only for you to grow, to heal, to understand your self-worth, to love yourself, but also this person. Because anyone's out here that is promiscuous and thinking that they could just share their body with everyone and there's no consequences to it, yeah, they can't love themselves, because when you're sharing your body, when you're sharing whatever, you are being used as well. You just don't see it like that. You think you're using people, but they using you. You know, life force is being drained from you. For some of them, you know, catching venereal disease and all that type of stuff, that's going to drain life from you. So it's all like a catch-22. But whatever you and this person went through, you were a catalyst for them, and they were a catalyst for you, you know? So this diamond energy, the sun, joy, revealed the good life jewel. Yeah, it was to reveal one another's flaws to themselves and what they need to work on. A lot of it, you probably say it out your mouth, but only now is this person really feeling it. Okay. What else, beloved? What else does the collective need to know, love? What else? King of Vibes. Passionate leader, intuition devoted. This person has always had feelings for you, right? Has always loved you, but has not wore their heart on their sleeve. When you get into the King of Vibes energy, this is a person that's very loving, very compassionate, all that type of stuff, but they don't wear their heart on the sleeve, and they are a master at hiding their feelings. Why? Because they're a king. They're not a knight. They're not a page. They're a king, right? They know how to control their emotions. This was this person. You felt like this person never cared about you, never loved you. Oh, they mishandle me. They do this, they do that. They just wasn't ready for what you were ready for. You know, when I think about how this person keeps showing up in king energy, it's no wonder that this was your person at that time. Because even though this person was a king of flames in reverse, right? But held the king of cups vibes for you, right? This person wouldn't show it because this energy was more dominant than this one, right? They had all this love. Why you think they just with anybody like they mess with you? It was something about you, it was something there. They felt it too, but they did not want to change their ways. They did not want to become a better person because they enjoyed the way that they were living their life, you know? But this was their dominant energy, not this. I feel like right now, with them going through all of this, dealing with a lot of stuff right now, right? Can't get you out of their mind, all that type of stuff. This is the dominant energy at this time, you know? What else, beloved? What else does the collective need to know about this person? What else does the collective need to know? When that energy dominates, I don't know if this person, if they showed you this, I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is why you love this person. Because at times when they're away from you, they'll be on this energy. But when they're around you, you could feel the love. Sometimes this is also why they ran away from this connection, because of what they felt. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes this is why they sabotage the connection, because of what they felt. So, but for some reason, this was the dominant energy at the time. You know, person wasn't willing to change. Yeah. Oh, weird. And you think they didn't feel it? You think that this light, you being the diamond, you being the joy in their life, right? You think they didn't feel it? Those moments that you guys shared, those moments when you guys were together, Netflix and chilling, or you guys was in the bed, or you guys were riding in the car, whatever. You don't think they felt this connection? You don't think this connection was strong for them too? This shit scared them. They knew who you were. They knew who you were. They knew that it was something different about you, right? It says Earth Angel, independent, insight, focus, off grid. This energy that you embody, this isn't an energy that you come by every day. This person knew that they had something special in you, but they also knew they weren't willing to change for you, right? For me to have to change to be with the collective, that's me, you know, having to hang up my player coat or having to, you know, sacrifice my lifestyle. I'm not ready to do that for the collective, but they definitely felt your energy. They definitely felt what you brought to the table. You know, some of them were hopeless romantics just like you, right? Because of my Six of Cups card, this person is sitting back watching a love story, right? But in the Ten of Vibes, you know, the love story has come true, right? From being a hopeless romantic. This person wanted love just like you wanted love, right? You were the one I feel like this person prayed for, or a person like you. You know how we think some people don't exist when we making our list and shit? Like, I want someone that's like this, that's caring, that's compassionate. I want someone, right? So beloved sitting there checking off the list. Okay, you want this, that, so on and so forth. Okay, cool. I got somebody for you. Okay, I'm sitting in the collective, right? You came in, but I don't think this person was ready. Remember, this person embodied the energy of the King of Flames in reverse. Hold on. And the King of Vibes, right? So they were a hopeless romantic, but they weren't willing to change their lifestyle. But this should have been their dominant energy once they met you. They just didn't believe that fairy tales really do come true, right? Because that love that you guys shared initially, when you guys began this relationship, it was powerful, it was beautiful, and they felt it too. But they wouldn't let this person, this part of them, be the dominant force. They wanted to be on this bullshit time. I don't get it. What else? Why did this person sabotage this relationship? Why? What was going on with them at the time? Why did they sabotage this connection? The whip. The momentum, victory, pushing forward. This is the Chariot. This person was just gaining some type of momentum in their life from past situations or past things they had experienced. It seems like this person felt like it was life interrupted, like they were just living a chapter of their life where they felt like they were happy per se, and then you came in. So after they felt like, quote unquote, they were healing, or they were getting out of a bad situation or a bad relationship or something like that, here you come, right? This is why they were unwilling to change, because they were just getting comfortable. Excuse me. They were just getting comfortable with what it was that they were actually living like, right? They weren't ready for change right then and there, right? A lot of them, they had just got their roster back up. I'm not gonna lie, from being in a relationship. Yeah, see, they weren't operating in their emotions at all. King of Minds energy, authority, wisdom, mental mastery. A lot of them were standing strong, like blocking out any type of emotions because they were filling with their head space. How you gonna feel with your mind, right? How you gonna think? How do you feel with your mind versus your heart? But this is how this person had trained themselves, right? This person emotions was and I'm sure you guys experienced this. They were emotionally unavailable, right? Because they had trained themselves to be. And it's kind of messed up when you consider this person, you were dealing with the emperor energy, because the only other king that's left to come out is what? The King of Pentacles, the king that's ready to commit, right? So this person was definitely operating in their emperor energy, but I would say that they were operating in a distorted masculine energy versus a divine masculine energy, because they wasn't willing to accept this part of themselves. They weren't willing to accept their emotions, right? What else? What else, beloved? What else does the collective need to know about this person? Give me one more, please. This person was having an internal battle, a conflict of the mind and heart. Yeah. Why did I just say that? The Two of Stacks, conflict of the mind and heart, internal battle, right? This is them like creating this, this, how can I say it? This is like them putting their heart in a box, right? And not wanting to let anyone in, right? So while this person was having this war of the battle of the heart and mind, this is this person's place of comfort. As long as I can protect myself and keep my heart safe, no one can hurt me, right? I don't want to be hurt again. I don't want to be disappointed again. Because remember, even one of the cards that came out was this person stays away because they don't want to keep disappointing you, right? So whoever this person is, whoever this individual is, they were going through an internal battle anyway. So you were just a callous used to break whatever cycle they ass was in too. Like I said, both of you guys were in cycle. Whether you'll admit it or not, look at your life before you met this person. Think about your dating life. What cycle were you constantly repeating? This person came to break that cycle. You came as a catalyst for them. They came as a catalyst for you. But this person having a battle of the heart and the mind. Yeah, that's a hard place to love from. You understand what I'm saying? Clarify this to a stacks, love. Clarify this to a stacks, please. Wow. So their battle of the heart and mind turned into your battle of the heart and mind, but they injure you way worse than themselves. Don't think this person isn't feeling any compassion regarding the outcome and how this situation turned out. They didn't mean to hurt you like that, but I feel like internally they were hurting themselves, right? Hopeless romantic energy, all that, right? Mental mastery, all of this shit finally caught up to them when they realized how bad they hurt you, right? So as they sit there and say how much their earth angel was an inspiration to them and how you have taught them things that make them look at life differently, as they sit there, where is it at? As they sit there in deep thought, thinking about you, right? They're thinking about how they sent you to the spiritual hospital, right? You cried, right? You told them what you were feeling, right? You told them that it hurts, right? I feel like they feel bad for putting you in that place, right? I don't feel like this person intentionally meant to hurt you, right? But they were operating out of this ego energy. It was all ego, right? Do it look like you can get this type of person to sit their ass down and just sit at home and baby, let's be a family, right? Thank you, DS. Does it look like you can get this person to just be a family man? They ready to set? No, right? That wasn't the energy that they embody. But they didn't know how bad they hurt you. I feel like once they sat down and they got to thinking, or it was revealed to them some type of way, they know how bad they hurt you. Okay? What else, love? What else does this person want the collective to know? You still my baby. You still my boo. I still love you. I still got a lot of feelings for you. You know, I want to offer you something, but I don't know if you take it because I haven't necessarily did the work on myself that I need to do. If I give you something right now, if I give you this gift with this pretty pink bow on there or whatever, the box is going to be empty inside because I'm still not fulfilled. I still haven't filled my own cup. So I can only offer you empty promises. But I do love you. I do care about you. You know, if there's one person that I think of on a daily, it's you. But I'm just not ready right now. But I do miss you. I do want to be with you. We do still have that connection, right? And this is kind of this person's energy. They can't help but to feel this way about you, but they can't offer you anything stable right now because they're still battling, right? Heart and mind energy. So how can they offer you something they don't have? What else, beloved? Give me one more card. Give me one more card, please. Boom. Angels intervene. Slow your roll. Temperance. Stabilization. Composure. Prayer. The angels are intervening on this relationship. God, the divine. This is why this situation has been halted, stopped, ended, because it is time for this person to stop avoiding doing their work, and it's time for you to stop avoiding doing your work and valuing yourself, keeping yourself on a pedestal. You still a little bit, you won't admit it, but you still got this person on the pedestal. It's time to completely surrender and get back on the pedestal, right? Sit your ass back down on the throne and don't let anyone ever take you off of that for the sake of love. A lot of you guys, the minute that you're in love, you dethrone yourself, right? You put the other person ahead of yourself. It says to love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your mind, and all your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. But how are you going to love your neighbor more than yourself and call that self-love? You understand what I'm saying? So it was a pause, a break, whatever. Slow your roll. A lot was going on and it was going too fast. But one thing you had to learn was to value yourself, the value of you. If you bring light into other people's light, how the hell you gonna allow someone to create darkness in yours? Because you didn't love yourself enough. You were willing to accept it, even though you were the light, even though you were earth angel, all that type energy, right? One more, the beloved. One more. And it came back out. That part. You know what's interesting? I just noticed this. Even though this is my Get Rich or Cry Trying deck, I just noticed that it's a female and male angel. I didn't even try to make it, but both of you guys are like earth angels or something. Your person had fell from grace, though, because of their lifestyle, the way they were living. Wow. But this was a divine connection. You guys do have like something you guys are supposed to do on the earth. You're supposed to shine your light on other people. You see how this person light is a little dimmer than hers, how her wings are kind of brighter. This person's working on themselves. They're working on getting their power back or getting back into that loving energy. But see, this person was operating out of ego. That King of Flames energy and reverse, that's all ego, right? Power type energy. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm happy that this worked out this way because I never looked at it like that. Like it's a female and a male angel in the deck. So that's beautiful. Yeah. You said a lot of spiritual people told you that? Yeah, because this connection, you got to think. Why would beloved put an earth angel with like a demonic entity? That's why you got to be careful what you speak into existence over your life, over your relationship. If you think that your fucking person's the devil, they are narcissists, they this, they that, guess what that is doing? Deteriorating the connection. You don't even see them from a place of love. You understand what I'm saying? The bitterness and all of that is starting to just break down the connection, and that connection can never be fixed. But when you hold space to understand that they are a human being with flaws and that God can work in them or God is going to work on them, like if you guys want this person back, a lot of you guys don't want this person back. But if you want this person back, if you really love them, how can you speak so negatively of them? That ain't love. So your love is based on conditions. As long as you treat me right, as long as I'm not hurt, as long as you're doing what I want you to do, then I love you. But if we go through stuff and you mishandle me and so on and so forth, I think you the devil, I think you're a narcissist, I think X, Y, Z. And you know that's not true. You know this person showed you a side of them that's very loving, very sweet, that's very compassionate, that they could be a teddy bear and all this type of stuff. This is the part of them that you loved. You just hated when they operated out of this energy. And this was the energy that always hurt you, the King of Wands in reverse, right? But you can't see your person as a demon, devil, narcissist, this, and that, and expect for this situation to ever change because you are speaking it into the universe. You know, you should have whatever so you say, right? If you're saying they're a narcissist, they're devil, they evil, they this, they that, guess what? They're going to be a narcissist. They're going to be evil. They're going to be whatever you say. Right? Power of life and death is in the tongue, right? You know, it's a universal law because they call it manifestation, right? You can have whatever you say. It's in the Bible, you know, speak life and all of that type of stuff, power of life and death. So it's a universal law. It's a universal law when you can find it in many different religions or spiritualities. Okay. So be careful what you say because this person's mourning you more than you know. Right? They have went through this breaking, right? It's like a spiritual death that they're experiencing. You experienced it, yes. But you don't think this person experienced it too? You don't think they have feelings? You don't think this person is human? Like they ain't got feelings? Why? Because they don't show it, they don't say it, they don't talk about it. You think they don't have feelings? This person has feelings too. You know, you just have to realize that the way they may communicate their feelings isn't the same way that you may communicate yours. We never speak ill about each other. That's great, Kathleen. Like literally. Clarify this 10 of flames. You guys just go through it differently. You may talk to your friends, family, whatever, but they sit back and they just mourn you in silence, suffering in silence type energy. You see how everybody else is over there and they're looking towards the casket or whatever, and this person just sitting there mourning in silence? Like, don't even want to look at it. Right? I'm too ashamed to even look at her. right? Take it how it applies, male or female, right? You might have talked yours out with family, friends, whatever, but you guys mourn differently. Male and women, that's why they say women are from Mars, men are from Venus or whatever. This is why they say that. It's different. Everything about the female, male counterpart is different. Okay, like how they're prayerful, and probably just stand in their power or whatever. You understand? It's just a profound difference in the way that you guys may grieve. Okay, what else, beloved? Wow, domestic violence. Oh, so this person, this is what they're mourning. I'm not sure if it got to this point where it was some type of domestic violence, or got to the point where it was some type of verbal violence, because verbal abuse can be very violent, depending upon how a person talks to you and talk about you, could be very, very violent. But this is what they're mourning. They're mourning something that they feel like was a violation towards you, right? Something they did that they shouldn't have did, right? This is why this hopped out. Oh my goodness, it hopped out right over her too. Y'all see the synchronicities and whatnot? So this is definitely what this person is mourning at this time. Yeah. And here you are mourning the survival stacks energy, the loss of this person, right? The moving on. You know, you felt like this person got in this moving van, packed up all their stuff, took their heart, right? Kicked your heart over there to the curb and just left, right? You can't let go of this, but it's time to heal and forgive, collective. Definitely time to heal and forgive. How does this person feel about the collective at this time, love? How does this person feel about the collective at this time? What do they want to know? No one makes me feel like you, right? Something special about you, collective. This is what this person's talking about. Your person thinks very highly of you. You are such an inspiration to me. You have taught me things that make me look at life differently. So you are inspiration for this person, and you make this person feel things they've never felt before, right? That's just why they were in that King of Vibes energy. That's why that King of Vibes energy even exists, because this person's emotions and what they were really feeling for you. Okay? What else, love? What else? What else is this person's feelings? You are my lady. You are my guy. So they feel like you are theirs, whether you know it or not. Wherever you got, whatever distance you guys are apart, they still feel like, you know, you are theirs. Yeah. In the midst of a crowd, you are the one I look for. So this person, see, this person still got eyes for you, collective, right? You still like the apple of their eye, the center. I ain't gonna say the center of their universe, because should nobody be the center of your universe besides your higher power, right? But yeah, this person's very still tapped into you and stuff. Okay, I will, if you never mention it again. Huh? Told you. You're mine. This is why they say you are my lady. You are my guy. Whatever. Because this is truly how they feel about you. Yeah. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Why can't I stop thinking about you? They think about you more and more. Where's that card at? Oh my goodness. Where is it? When I'm away from you. So it's coming out in two different decks. This is my True Emotions deck. This is my Twin Flames Preparing for Union. But in two different decks, they can't stop thinking about you. I spend time in deep thoughts about you. I can't get you off my mind. So this person is heavy thinking about you at this time. It almost seems like this is very hurtful for this person. You think that this person has just went on. They don't care about you. They don't love you, whatever the case may be. But this person's coming through and saying the exact opposite. Like, I do love the collective. I am in tune with the collective. Like, there's something about the collective I can't let go of. Remember, this person still feels this energy. This two of vibes, right? Don't forget. What else does this person want the collective to know, love? What else? What else? Merry Christmas, everybody. Did I say that? I'm sorry. I'm being so into these readings. What else? What else, beloved? Now, this is the current energy. You're mysterious. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. I never really know where I stand with you. This is one of the reasons I feel like This person stayed in this energy too, I'm not gonna lie, because of all the ups and downs, the emotional roller coasters and stuff. Like if I wanted to give you all of me, because all of me loves all of you. Are you serious? What song is that? That song is by, who's that guy with the piano? All of me loves all of, okay. Either way, this is how this person felt, but I'm not going to blame you for it, blame you for this type of behavior, but all that in and out, all that ups and downs, then make this person feel secure enough to show you their other side, right? This is the type of energy that kept them like hiding this person, keeping this person under grabs and letting this person hang loose, talking reckless, moving reckless, doing stuff that's hurting people, all that type of stuff. This was the energy, right? Because you were mysterious. They couldn't figure your ass out, collective. As much as they thought that, I know how a collective's gonna react. I know how a collective's gonna behave. No, they didn't. You were very mysterious to them. See? Still, you're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you. So we're back to that energy. Where's it at? We're back to that energy. It's like they keep reaffirming it in different decks. They want you to know, you are such an inspiration to me. You have taught me things that make me look at life differently. So they keep your picture for inspiration. They're looking at your pictures. They're looking at, oh, thank you, John Legend. I was so far from that, Tanisha. But you are an inspiration to this person. So they have like little keepsakes to keep them inspired, which is great because remember, this is a person that's just beginning their spiritual journey and stuff like that, right? What else? What else does this person want the collective to know? Love. It keeps coming out. They're just reaffirming shit. Obsessed. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. I stalk your socials and hope I run into you when I'm out. So here it is. You're my drug. Hold on. Let me show you. Stalking their socials. Where's the other one? You guys know that all of these already came out. Hold on. Overthinking. Can't get you out of my mind. Where is it at? Come on. They're reaffirming shit now. When I'm away from you, I can't get you off my mind. I spend time in deep thoughts about you. So this one card is basically saying your person is obsessed because they think about you all the time. They stalk your socials, and when they out, they hope that they run into you some type of place, right? Somewhere. Like, man, can I just run into the collective? But remember, it ain't time. It's that barrier between you two, right? So yeah. This person, whoever they are, collective, whoever your person really is, this person has hid these emotions for so long. It's like these emotions has crept up on this person or something. Me one more. Welcome, Kathleen. It's simple, really. How do I feel? I want you, us, forever. Hold on, Cardi, where did you come from? That's a hard rap song and a love song. But how do I feel? I want you, us, forever. This is how they feel. Remember, your minds. You are my lady. They've already came through and said it. In the midst of a crowd, you are the one I look for. So it's simple for them. But if you are a feminine energy, you know how we like to make everything complicated, right? Guys are simple. We're the complicated creatures on this earth. Okay, so let me go ahead and get you guys a power message and close out this reading. This person, I mean, overall, they're just reaffirming what was very obvious, is that this person's been craving you and they are obsessed with you because they do have true feelings for you that they hid for a long ass time. But the feeling is getting so strong, they can no longer hide it, right? It's becoming overwhelming for them, right? Like, damn, I missed the collective. Out of everything that I was going through or whatever, I never meant to lose the collective. So this is their energy now. They're mourning this connection, just like you are. And you may be mourning it differently, but man, you had to go through a lot to get here. But I'm just happy that you are in a place, collective, where you are able to see everything for what it's really for. Because you were wondering, did this person care? Right? How could they just be so cold? How could they treat me like that? Because they wasn't operating out of a grounded space. When you operating out of this energy, you don't care. You don't care. Yeah, you got feelings for a person. You know, I love the collective, whatever. I have feelings for the collective, but they ain't gonna know that because this is the energy I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them that I'm emotionally unavailable because I am right now. I just want to do me. I just want to live my life the way I want to live it. I ain't ready to be tied down, settled down. I'm not ready to, you know, be a husband or a boyfriend. I just want to be free to do me. So they hid their feelings. But this person can't hide that shit no more. Do you open that wound back up after you've healed? That's definitely going to be up to you, beloved. Everybody's situation going to be differently, but I would tell you to use discernment and use your intuition, right? When you are letting someone back in that hurt you, you are taking a major risk at going back into the cycle. You need to know for sure that your person has indeed went through, where is it at? You need to know that your person, I gotta find it. I had to get these cards together. You need to know for sure that your person, hold on, has gone through the dark night of the soul. Where is it at? That they're not just sitting there in their head, still mad, overthinking and stuff, right? But that they have actually did the work. And I don't see, for the most part, them doing the work. Yeah. Because they might still be in this energy of battling the heart versus the mind. They might still be at war with themselves. Let me tap in and see for the collective. Has this person done the work on themselves? Where are they in their spiritual journey? Have they did the work on themselves? Family. Okay, so it says, how can you break the negative behavioral chains that run through your family? So this is something that was ingrained in them, instilled in them, right? What else? Disappointment. Think about a time when someone you looked up to disappointed you. What were your expectations? So they don't have a good outlook on family dynamics, marriage, and relationships. Because guess what? They didn't grow up in one, right? If they did see some type of family dynamics, a mother and father, if it wasn't a positive. You know how some people be like, I don't want to get married because I don't know anybody that's happily married. This person has that cynical like outlook. They from what they see, yeah, they don't want that. Yeah, admirations. What traits do you admire in others? Could these be disowned aspects of yourself? So they admire your willingness to love, to open your heart, to be vulnerable, right? Because that's not something that they are used to or something that they experienced in their life or in their family dynamics, their home dynamics. So when this person when they come through and say, too many damn cards, where is it at? When they come through and say, you are such an inspiration to me, you have taught me things that make me look at life differently. These are the type of things they're talking about. They're talking about, you know, like your energy, your passion for life, your passion for love, all those type of things. They didn't see those type of dynamics growing up. So yeah, this person has to, first off, believe in love and believe that it's true. And you made this person, like I said, you were a catalyst to change this person's worldview, right? This person had a very cynical worldview when it came to relationships, right? Their dad was probably a player. Their mom was probably a player, something like that. Mom was cheating, dad was cheating. If mom or dad was even there, that's the other thing, right? So this person, how do they feel about their childhood? How are they feeling about this childhood, this family disappointment? How does it impact them? I love him. He told me first, you got to be careful with that. let me shut up. But just because I say this now on the other side, and I think you guys will agree with me. When someone says I love you and it's too soon, I'm gonna consider it fucking love bombing. And I did. After I did go through whatever it was that I've experienced in my relationships, I remember looking back, there was someone who followed up that relationship with a I love you. And I'm like, how do you love me? You don't even know me. Because I felt like it was love bombing. I felt like it was emotional manipulation. Like, how can you love somebody so quickly? That's not love. You're not finna love bomb me. So either that was me being wise or me still operating out of fear because of what I had experienced in the past. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like that ordeal. Either it's real or you got to watch out for emotional manipulation. Because sometimes people say I love you and it's too soon. And you know if it's too soon, right? I just met you 3 weeks ago. And you love me, like that type of ordeal. So be careful with that. Okay. How does this person feel nowadays? Now that they are adult, about this family dynamic, this is disappointment. How do they feel? Excited. Okay. Why excited? Excited and discouraged. This person's still in this emotional mental battle shit. They got to stop fighting themselves, right? They got to stop going in between these two energies. This is a reading about your person, me versus me, right? Me versus me. Me versus my loving side, me versus ego and pride. Me versus me. Because it keeps going back to that, right? It even came out in their emotions. It's more like, okay, I'm excited for love. I want love, but at the same time, I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be broken down, right? So it's this me versus me energy. Me versus me. They're still having internal conflict and internal battle. This was the problem. Even when you two were together. Internal conflict, internal battle. That's what's crazy about it. Okay. Let me see. One more for their shadow side. What else is in their shadow side? I do wish you well. They don't hold no ill feelings towards you, collective. Some of you guys think they do, but they don't. They do want to see you happy and stuff like that, even if it's not with them, right? For some of you guys, that's hard to hear, but it shouldn't be. If a person knows themselves well enough to know that they are battling with themselves, that they are in the stuck place, right? They need to come out of the closet, right? They need to stop hiding this and go and speak to a professional, go and speak to a counselor, go and speak to a pastor, a priest, a high priestess, something. But this person needs to stop this energy of this back and forth, right? Make a decision. Are you going to stand in this King of Flames energy? Is this the person you truly want to be for the rest of your life? Or are you going to open up to your emotions? Do you want to operate out of your ego, or do you want to operate from a place of love? Like, what do you want out of life? What do you want from me? Ain't that what Tyree said? Right? Tell me where this person is right now, as far as their spirituality, their connections. Where's this person standing right now? One card, please. Still on bullshit. Intense affection too quickly. Excessive intention. Overwhelming charm. Hidden control. They are still in that energy of me versus me. Right? Love bombing. And no wonder I was just talking about love bombing, because that's what it looks like. It's intense emotions too fucking quickly, right? Now think back. Let's rewind back. Remember the day when you met this person? How long did it take before this person loved the fuck out of you? Just think back. Okay? Now that you thought about it, how long did it take after that for this person to drop you or mishandle you? Okay, you got your months in mind? Okay, so you guys dropped. Was it a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years? How long did it take? How long did it take for this love bombing energy to show that this wasn't this person real, true, authentic self? How long did it take for this person to show up? Right? Because when you meet them, this is the person you meet. They're representative. What's up? How you doing, collective? It's good to see you and whatnot. I want to, take you out. I want to do this, Where you at? I've been calling you all day. Oh, you still at work? What time you get off? All that type of stuff. Make you feel real good. Right? Hey, Motherland. Hey, Karen. Merry Christmas. But eventually you met who they really was. Wait, oop, boom. You met the King of Flames. The representative mask came off, because remember, they don't operate out of this space. They operate out of this space. This is their dominant personality trait, right? Remember, they're in this energy of me versus me, right? So how long did it take before this energy wore off? And you've seen this person like, oh my goodness, who is this? It's the person I fell in love with, right? I fell in love with the King of Vibes, King of Cups. But who is this, right? This who you've been dealing with during the duration of your relationship. Their dominant personality. I'm telling you, me versus me. That's what you were dealing with. A person that's at war with themselves. Of course, anybody that enter their life, they're going to be at war too, right? Here it is. You think it's this Bonnie and Clyde energy, and it's just Bonnie and Bunny, or Clyde and Clyde that you're dealing with. You want to be this person ride or die, but it's just this person's Bunny and Bunny, or Clyde and Clyde energy. Like, say you're a Leo. Okay, Leo's in the building. Happy birthday, Capricorn. It's Capricorn season. Okay, I got to drop something for the Caps. Yeah, it's Capricorn season. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns that bring us into Christmas each and every year, that give us all these beautiful holidays. Christmas, I'm looking forward to New Year's Eve personally, but New Year's Day, all that type of stuff. I am. I feel like Christmas Eve is for the kids and family, but New Year's Eve is like for yourself. It's like, okay, I'm manifesting this year, or I'm doing this, or I'm going into vacation here. Like, it's a day I feel like it's for you, Be happy with the stolen money indictment season now. I don't know. What is that? He cannot dominate me, nor does he want to. That's what's up. Because, yeah, the energy I'm picking up on, boom. What's the power message for the collective as we close out this reading, love? What's the power message? High vibes. Love, joy, and new happiness are just around the corner waiting for you. What's coming is beyond anything you've imagined. A rare opportunity or an exciting encounter with like-minded souls that will far exceed your expectation. Trust that something incredible is on the way. And no wonder I was talking about the New Year's and it being about you and, manifest. That is the energy. It's like, man, it's new. It's time for a new beginning, a new start. And you got new things that's coming in. And it's high vibrational energy, baby. We're not talking about no low vibes and, wanting to deal with someone that's still battling itself. No, there's some new energy, some new flame coming your way. So get excited for it. Get ready for it. It's not, I don't know if you want to take in the woe is me mentality into 2026. We the children of the future. Just think about it. 2026 is long. We was in the 1900s, right? 1900s, 1910, 20, 30, 40, 50. But we are the generation that get to see the early 2000s. And you mean to tell me in the 2026, we having nervous breakdowns about relationships and shit? If we don't hop into these self-love energy like this year, this is how you should be looking for the new year. Boom. Yes. This is how you should go in the New Year's, with your arms wide open, like I'm ready to receive whatever God, the universe has for me, right? I'm leaving people, places, and things that don't make me happy behind, but I am open to God. I'm open to spirit. I'm open, divine, to whatever you have in store for me. This is the energy I'm sending. I'm ready, right? So this is how you guys should look going into 2026. If you still in this energy, oh, it's gonna be a dragging ass 2026 for you. Like, oh, I should have been done with that person. I swear I should have. Man, leave this behind. This is not for you, and it's coming out. It's coming out in the cards to let you know. It says, let me reread it one more time. Love, joy, and new happiness are just around the corner, waiting for you, right? So if you in this energy, oh, woe is me. I can't believe they did that to me, right? You as well have a wonderful Christmas, right? But what's coming in is beyond anything you've imagined. Anything that you could think of is beyond that, right? A rare opportunity or exciting encounter with like-minded souls that will far exceed your expectations. Trust that something incredible is on the way. This is why you need to be in this energy. Because remember, it's a high vibrational energy. You don't know what's coming. You don't know what to expect. But you know that you are open to receive. You ain't sitting in this energy for 2026. You're letting it go. And you are open to receive because you know you deserve better. Right? So just think about that. Okay? Because I think the biggest thing is what's coming is beyond anything you've imagined. You haven't even thought about it. This is a gift that God getting ready to give you. Okay? What else, beloved? Release. Your current circumstances are ending. Okay? Open the door to better opportunities. If you're facing significant challenges, I said challenges. If you're facing significant changes, consider viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapter. This chapter is over, love. This chapter right here should have been done, dragging on, already over it, denial. That chapter is done. Welcome in the new chapter in the new year. It's time, right? Embrace this transition by making room for new experiences and welcoming fresh beginnings into your life. And that's what you got coming in. I welcome fresh beginnings. I welcome new energy. Some of you guys need to do your affirmations. Some of you guys would benefit from doing affirmations. If you are prone to overthinking, if you are prone to having a negative mindset or being cynical regarding how life is going, it is beneficial for you to do like some affirmations. I am this, I am abundant. I am this, whatever, right? The I ams. Ooh. Take a few deep breaths and turn your focus inwards. You need time to rely on your inner strength and trust that you're moving in the right direction. What may seem like a pause in activity is simply a natural part of your journey. So be aware. Drama alert. You don't want to take that shit into the new year at all. God is saving me from evil. I'm so glad I found you today. Thank you so much, Lori. I appreciate you, love. So yeah, you have something great that's coming in. You need to release old things. Release this energy. This woe was me. Oh, it happened. But you learned from it. You grew from it, right? Yes, it was a chapter in your story, but how long is this chapter going to drag on? After a while, the chapter gets uninteresting. People don't want to read it no more. We don't read it so many times. Like, just imagine you reading a book, and the book has the same chapter over and over and over again. The story becomes dull. It becomes boring, right? Open yourself up to whatever this energy is. Now, this is the next chapter, right? The chapter that you haven't even imagined, right? But you are opening up for, like 2026. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever God has for me. I'm ready for what Spirit has for me. I'm ready for the what the universe has for me. Because at the bottom of the deck is spiritual awakening. You're entering a new phase in your spiritual journey. While it may feel like a dark night of the soul, know that this is part of your awakening. You are on the path to enlightenment, and this challenging period will soon pass. Trust in the process of growth and transformation. And that is where you are coming from, right? That was your spiritual awakening. Now it's time to live, love. Now it's time to live. You feel me? It's time to live. Don't bring. I just want you to see, okay? This is the 2025 energy, right? Okay, yeah. I need to let it go. Whatever. I should have been done with this. I should have been done. But this, in a couple of days, high vibes. This is our energy going into 2026, collective. You deserve better. Self-worth. So you got a choice. You are at a crossroads. As we're approaching 2026, you going to stay in this energy and bring this energy into 2026, something that you should leave behind, something that you should release, or are you going to move forward? into this new year with high vibrational energy, with positive thoughts, and believing for something great to happen in your life, because it's going to happen, right? It's beyond anything you've imagined. So pick your poison. Which one would you have? Like, you want to stay in depression, or you want to move forward and live your life and joy and happiness? Make your choice. Okay? Because your past are battling themselves, and you no longer need to have that battle. Let them stay in this me versus me energy, right? They don't know who they want to be. They don't know, right? They are just starting their spiritual journey. It could be 10, 15 years before this person awakens to this type of energy and know that they deserve better. So it's up to you. But either way, beloved, that is the message that I have for you guys. I know I can't 2026 either. Like 2026 is getting ready to go down. I sure do be away from the old for 10 years, not going back, wanting for God to bring me the one that I prayed for that matches my high vibration, everything. And 2026 is my year. First thing, Tanisha, beloved, I'll tell you this. And this energy, you got to be okay with being just with you, right? You got to be okay with, I'm happy in this moment just with me. Like, I'm a whole freaking person, right? Because what it sounds like, if you're looking for someone that is a completion of you, an extension of you. But when you're standing in this energy, you're standing in your power. You're cool whether or not you have a person, right? You're cool whether or not, anyone validates you. You are cool because you got you, and you know who you are, and you love yourself, right? This is what 2026 is about. Remember, it says self-worth. It's about knowing yourself, your worth, your value, all that stuff, aside from any person. So when a person steps in, right, they're stepping in a whole fucking person too. Just think about it. You don't want no half a person when you gonna did all that work and stuff on yourself. You want a whole ass person to show up. Two whole people come together in love. Not anyone that's still battling themselves, me versus me or something like that. You want to be a whole freaking person for 2026. So even, just having that thought, like, I want my person, is still dependency, right? Because you feel like you can't just be happy just being you. It's people that travel the world by themselves, do all kind of things, living their best life by their fucking self because they love themselves enough. And if they meet a person and that person comes along, well, hey, you just join in the fun, because my life is already a whole vibe. You feel me? So it's that type of energy. Like, Tanisha, you're going to already be a whole vibe before a person show up. You feel me? So yeah, that's the energy we in. We a whole vibe all by ourselves. How that song goes, I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. You already a whole movement when you standing in this energy, like you standing in your power. You happy, you free. A lot of us went through all of this shit. We're done, because all it's going to do is attract in someone new for 2026 that put us back in that energy when we are still dependent on somebody to make us happy and to love us. It's only when we step outside of this energy and we are loving ourselves and we know our worth for real, that we are truly empowered, because we're not allowing anyone like that to stick around for longer than they should in our lives, because we love ourselves too damn much. You feel me? So yeah, I'm standing in my power. I love standing by myself. I trust in my God. Ain't that part? I'm so sorry to hear that, Lori, but that's the energy when we want to be in. Totally like open to what God is bringing in and loving ourselves from the bottom of our, from the top of our head to the tip of our feet. Like, we're just accepting whatever we are, who we are. We just loving that. Okay. So, yeah, that part, Demar. Love yourself. DeMarquez. That's nice. But either way, you guys, that is the message I have for you guys. Make sure you check out my my website. Get my Get Rich or Cry Trying deck. This is my newest deck, but I got plenty of decks in the collection. So make sure you check out my website. You can also check them out on SD. They're on sale right now, so make sure you grab yours. If this is where it ends for you, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel, like the video, all that type of stuff. Other than that, thank you guys so much for tapping in to Black Madonna HP's Table Etiquettes. Merry Christmas, you guys. Have a great holiday season. And until next time, love, peace, and so. Take care. Thank you, A12.